Hello everybody, Ginger Shadow here, and welcome back to another mod review with me. So today I'm covering the RWBY mod. So apparently this is a mod after an animated series I've never seen before, but after just doing this mod review I really want to go watch because it looks really freaking cool. It adds a ton of new, well, it's got ores, it's got monsters, it's got weapons, it's got a dimension, it's got hundreds of things in it. I say hundreds, it's got a few things in it. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so first off we've got these brand new ores that are added to the game that will spawn naturally in the world. So we've got the fire dust ore, the ice dust ore, earth dust ore, and the storm dust ore. And basically what you do is you just break them and you're given these nice little dust thingies, which are used for crafting recipes along with many other things. There's a lot of crafting recipes in this and there's a lot of complicated stuff, so try and get through it as quickly as I can, or quickish. Anyway, here's all the dusts that are available. So there's the four we just broke through the ores there. The storm, earth, ice, and fire. There's also the movement and psychic dust. I believe getting those two, you just get off killing mobs. Then you can also take all of the dusts that you get. You can put them into a block of 9 like this, and it becomes a fire dust block, which kind of looks like sand, just like a coloured sand. But it's not, it's actually the dust. Did I just get... And apparently it supplies you with endless XP if you keep breaking it. There's a nice little glitch for you. Then if you take that and smelt that, it becomes a fire dust crystal, if you want to make one of those. Okay, so you can also take some of the dust and combine with an iron ingot to make these cool extra ingots for crafting recipes as well. Also there's this coal one, which is weird. But anyway, you've got the rose iron, frost iron, and light iron, which you just combine using the earth, ice, and fire dust. And then you can take the coal and combine that with coal, the iron ingot, and create shadow iron, which again you'll need for the crafting recipes for some of this stuff. Now after that there's a lot of parts for some of the weapons in this, but the weapons are extremely cool. They are so awesome. So a lot of the weapons require multiple parts, so the one I've just shown here is probably the one with the most parts. Got the, well, it's Crescent Rose I believe it's called there. This is Crescent Rose parts, I'm guessing so. Anyway, for making it, mostly all you need is iron ingots, shadow iron, fire dust, and rose iron. But, you know, there's the crafting recipes for these. You'll probably need a craft guide to help you figure these out, because it'd be quite hard to remember these off by heart, but there's 4 of the parts you need. Then there's 2 more parts. You take all of the parts and combine it with a magazine, which I'll show you how to make in a little bit. And you get the Crescent Rose, which it doubles up as actually a sniper rifle as well. So that's really cool. And also straight away gives you speed 2 and jump boost 2. That's just by holding. That's free. That doesn't use up the durability of the weapon having that, so you're freaking OP straight away. I mean, I'll get to using the guns in a little bit once we get to the ammo and stuff. Next up, we've got the sword that's name I cannot pronounce because it's Mersten or whatever the heck that name is. And it's only got 3 parts, and you just basically use frost iron and movement dust. Or that's all you actually use. It's a very cheap, very simple one. And it's just a rapier style. So it gives you plus 14 damage, which is a lot less than the 20 damage that comes off that one. There appears to be no gun function for this one. It gives you speed 2, haste 2, and jump boost 2, so it's pretty OP, and it means you can hit really quickly. So even though it's not as strong as the previous one, it does give you that extra effect, so you can hit the enemies that bit quicker. And it also has a really cool, if you hold and right click, it also lets you jump forward. So if you jump, boop, you can jump yourself a bit. But of course, jumping with it does use up the durability. As you can see here, it's already used up. I think it uses 6 durability per jump. Okay, third weapon we've got is the Campbell Shroud, which only has 3 parts as well. And to make it, it's just mostly shadow iron, frost iron, and fire dust, displayed as I put it here. Take 3 parts, combine it with a magazine. So there you go. This one's got a magazine, so it can fire as a gun. And this one does 17 damage in total. Gives you speed 2, mining, fatigue, jump boost 4, and resistance. So it's not as quick for hitting. It does make you jump higher, gives you resistance. And for the gun function, because it normally blocks, if you hold shift and right click, it changes. Well, this is its rapier form, which gives you different effects altogether. Then hold it again, and it becomes its gun form, which then you just hold right click and fire. But I'll get to the guns parts in a little bit. Okay, so next up we've got the Ember Silica. I think that's how it's pronounced. For it, you need a lot of light iron, shadow iron, and some fire dust. And you actually get 2 of each part, because that's what you need, plus the bullets. And that gets you, the, well, it's a dual range apparently, so it's, I guess it fires 2 at a time. Anyway, this one gives you speed 2 and haste 2, so it's pretty damn quick. It's like a fist, looks really cool anyway. And if you shift and right click, it doesn't actually change its format. You can just hold and fire. Okay, following that, we've then got 4 weapons here. Now these weapons parts can't actually be crafted. You actually get these mob droppings from killing some of the mobs that are just to my right, which I'll get to in a little bit. So we've got, if I'll just quickly take these out and just do a quick display of them. So we've got the Storm Flowers, gives you speed 3, jump boost 3 and haste. We've got the Milo Akunu, I think, gives you haste and resistance. That's a pretty cheap one, but it's really quick. Does quite a fair amount of damage. Then we've got the Magnihil, gives you mining fatigue and resistance. This one, meant to be a grenade launcher. Finding the ammo for it's a bit of a pain though. And then we've got the Crocea Mores. That's supposed to be a shield doubled up, so it's supposed to provide extra defense, I guess. It only gives you resistance, so it's a very cheap, very basic sword. And there's also some of the items that can just drop straight away from mobs. So we've got like a bunch of armors, which I'll just take out and try on the now. And we've got a bunch of other weapons as well. So I'll just quickly grab all these things. Right, so for the armor, I'll just quickly shove on the armor. There we go. So this is the White Fang armor, which is actually for that mob over there, the White Fang mob. And it gives you, well, it's iron rating. And if I quickly see how much it hurts me by. Okay, and it's got very low durability, as we can see here. So it's not quite as strong as iron. It's pretty weak armor, but you do get it just from killing that mob, so, you know, it's free. And we've got the Adam's Mask. The mask provides 1.5 defense, so it's, I guess, like an iron helmet, diamond helmet kind of thing. And doesn't really do anything else. Then we've got the giant armor helmet and armor. So that's just 2 pieces, and it provides 7 armor rating. And you get this from the new boss that actually gets added, which I'll show you how to summon in a little bit. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff getting covered here today, so hopefully everyone's keeping up. Got a bunch of weapons here. They're all fairly weak though compared to... Sorry, I just had to deal with a zombie there. Trying to ruin my fun. Oh, for God's sake. I'm getting attacked. It's nighttime and they're attacking me. Or it was nighttime and they're attacking me. Anyway, right, we've got there's 2 other swords and there's this handbag, but it doesn't really equip to you. You just kind of hold it and it's kind of like fire with it. Oh, there we go. It's got a machine gun function. Who knew? So it's a Gallatin gun. Wow, and it looks really cool as well. Although it is kind of dipping into the ground. It'd be cool if it was holding up. Oh, okay. There we go. So we've got a Gallatin gun that comes from a handbag. Who knew? You just walk along casually and then suddenly, boom! Shift right click and you've got a Gallatin gun to scare all your enemies. Now we've just got the big sword here, which doesn't really do much. And we've got the Yakushia's sword, which again doesn't really give any effects. Or it does give effect. Mining fatigue. I didn't actually notice that gave an effect because it didn't actually change your speed or anything. Anyway, put that all away for the now. Okay, so next up we've just got some of the little pieces that are spawning before we get to the ammo. So we've got a mug, which is just clay. Then we've got some coffee, which is a really cool item. We've got the the giant armor summoning glyph, which is how to summon that new boss that I said about. And we've got the cliffside altar, which is how to summon or not how to summon, it's how to transport to a new dimension. So, don't know why there's 2 in there. Right, for the mug, for the mug it's just clay. For the coffee it's a mug, milk, water and cocoa beans. For the summoning glyph it is a movement dust crystal, 4 movement dust, almost full iron armor except from the boots, and an iron sword, so it's pretty cheap apart from the movement dust. Then for the cliffside altar we need a fire dust crystal, ender pearl and 7 stone, which again is not very expensive. And finally for the armor, finally for the ammo, we've already covered the armor. I don't want to go backwards. Alright, so first off, for making the empty magazines, we need some red rose iron and some shadow iron. For the other magazine, for one of the other guns, it's just shadow iron. And for the empty Cassilia bullets, it's a bunch of ember Cassilia bullets, which you make as well, and some earth and fire dust. And in here we've got the ember Cassilia shells, which is just 2 rose iron. We've got the high caliber dust bullets, which is iron ingot, fire dust, and high caliber dust shells. Then we've got the high caliber dust shells, which is iron and iron ingot. You're gonna need a craft guide for making all this stuff. If you remember this stuff off by heart, you're a genius, sir, because there's no way I could do it. Anyway, then you put it all together. So take the Ember Castelia bullets and it makes that one. The Ember Castelia ammo. But each of these guns have got kind of their own ammo that they need. Okay, and basically for filling up the other two, you just take the empty magazine and fill it up with the high caliber bullets, which then it gives you these ones. Okay, now before we test the guns, one last thing just to check. We've got the coffee here that gives you some hunger back, gives you regeneration 3 for a full minute. That is OP. That is OP. Then we've got the giant summoning altar, which I think I want to put the white wolf armor on for. Right, before we summon the giant, I'll just quickly go over the other mobs. So as we saw here, we've got the white fang mog, which if you kill, can drop things like the earth and movement dust. That's kind of the casual things that they all can drop. We've got the henchman, which you can see here. Can probably drop his axe as well, since that's a mob dropping. Ow. We've got the polar bio wolf here, which is just really black and creepy here, and it really seems to like hurting you. And now's a good time to test our gun feature out. So we've got the sniper rifle for this one. Does a whole 16 damage, and it drops the empty shell plus one of the ammo or high caliber dust shells when you attack it. So you do get some of the stuff back. You can refill that, and it refills and gives you, it was 8 ammo in it, so you get 7 more shots. And it did quite a lot of damage. There we go. There we are. Finished them. And there we go. See, it's dropped a sword part for one of the other swords. Now we'll take, right, so this one didn't have a gun form. Got this one, which as you shift and right click gives you your different forms. So we try firing. Shoots like an arrow type thing, did 9 damage. Now we've got the Emerald Castelia, which shoots a freaking fireball of death at him, which is really cool. And just finish him off. Die! There we are. And that one didn't drop anything. Normally it does drop other stuff though, but it didn't today. Anyway, let's get to the other stuff quickly. So we've got the Cliffs at Altar, so once you got that, you just place it down, jump on it. New dimension. Here we are. Oh, hello. And here we've got the giant that I was going to summon. You just place that down. Ah! It plays that down, which is 200 health. It is fairly strong, I'll say that much, but you know, you've got guns, use them, and it's no problem. Quick, literally, the guy is just a big giant guy. He's not got any real special abilities, so just quickly take care of this guy. I need to watch because there's 2 of them. Oh, I missed. Right, let's try this. Oh, he doesn't get hurt by the fireball. Okay. Die! Crap. Okay, I could wreck one of them at least. We saw he wrecked me. Anyway, so there you go. So there's all my scattered bodily things. Alright, there's the, I think that was the droppings from the guy. It was 20 movement dust and movement crystals, since that's the only thing I didn't have in my inventory. I don't know, but let's test it. Let's kill this one and find out. So, die. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh god, lag spike. And there you go. He dropped some of his armor as well that time. So you can also get the iron heavy duty armor as well if you need to. But anyway, that's pretty much everything there is for making inside the game. Other than that, you've got a full new freaking dimension to go and look through, which spawns, well, lots of trees and stuff. If you want to have a look around now, you know, there's bound to be other things you can find in here. Although it does seem to just be like your normal world covered in snow with weird coloured leaves and ground. So, you know, something for everyone to go explore. Plus, you know, there's all the mobs and stuff like that. So, it is a really cool mob. The weapons are absolutely amazing. Like, this scythe, wow, it looks amazing. I just saw this in on the mod cover, and I just thought, wow, I've got to cover this. It looks amazing. Anyway, dudes, that's all for this little mod review today. So I hope you've all enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy the show, and I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can go and check this mod out for yourself. There's a lot in it. Okay, there's a lot in it. There's a lot of crafting recipes, I know. So you probably would need a craft guide for it, unless you can remember it off by heart or you want to look at my video to get all the crafting recipes. But yeah, there you go. There's so much to do. It adds a full new lot of things into your game, so it's brilliant. Anyway, dudes, that's all for today. So I'll see you dudes next time. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, everybody.